Hey guys, welcome back to this new tutorial. This is OSP. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how can we use ListBox with a label and then with a button. How can we make them interact? So in this video I'm going to teach you how can we make one of that. So make sure you select new project and make sure that you select Virtual Basics and you're in Windows. So just come here and give your project a name. I'm just going to call my project as my ListBox or my ListBox. I'm going to save it I'm going to save it now. So now widen your button in your form so that to make depend on the size that you would like to use. So I'm going to widen mine like that. I'm just also going to pick, the first thing I'm going to pick is the label. So I'm going to pick two labels, one, and I'll also need another label. So this is my second label. So I'll just come here up and I give this one to be my title. So I may just come and change the name and I call it my maybe subject thoughts. Subjects thoughts. So I give assumption maybe it's a school. So subject thought, maybe you're now going to pick the subject of your choice or what maybe of your choice, something like that. So I'm just going to increase the font size, something like that, to something like this. And maybe you can also change the font color if you want to change. You can change it, no problem. Okay, so we shall also need what known as ListBox. So this is our ListBox here. We shall also increase this size, the size of our ListBox to be like that. Okay, fine, to be like that. And we also need to add what known as a button. So I'll need one button here, this one, which will be selecting the choices. So it will allow the user to select the choices. So I'll just right click on it and then I change select subject, and I can also increase the font so that it looks cool. So I'm going to increase the font just that, then looks like that or something like that. Then this one is going to be for choices. So I'll just go and say pick choice, or I'll just say choice. So this one is going to be depending on the choice of a student or a choice maybe for the subject, maybe it's to offer or something like that. I'm just going to demonstrate for you how can we use this thing here or ListBox. Let us also increase the font size of the ListBox so that we get something which is clear. Everyone viewing outside there, just use 11 to make it full, so that if now we run this project, you'll find that everything in the interface, I believe, it's somehow full. Now there are many other properties that ListBox really have, though maybe I may going to go much in details at the moment. I may not go with it much at the moment. If you click on the ListBox here, you'll discover that it has very many properties down here. You can use as many, though I'll not look at them at the moment, or I'll not go with them with you at this time. So you can even look for scroll always visible. So if I add the scroll always visible, it will make it like this. So if I run this program like this, you will see that even the scrolling bar is there, so it's always visible, or you're making it always visible. So if there are many properties that I'll not go with you in much detail at the moment, though if you comment down on my channel down, you can ask me how can I use these properties, or how to any property that you maybe would like me to explain to you, or to give you on the next video. Please comment down so that I can actually demonstrate for you out, or will give you a demo. Now the interface, so far I can say it is done, though I can say the interface is done. So now what we need at the moment, I'll just need to center my stuff so that you can actually see it when it's in the center. So I have to click on the form. This is the form. I click on the form, then I come and I change the start position and I make it to be in the center, so that I always like to use in the center. If I told you guys you always used to watch my videos in Virtual Basics, I always like my project to be in the center because I don't want to disturb someone when the program is hidden somewhere else. So this is it. So it's now in the center. So we just have to make now the buttons active and the rest of the program active. So maybe let us just go straight and we change something. We can also add a form, this form here, and I just double click on the form and just add there on the form, and you add maybe also the title, maybe text, and we'll say the text is equal to. Now at this case, what I'm going to mean, you see this form here, you can change it straight away from here. You come and change this form text. I know this one I've never showed in most of my videos. You can always, I always used to come here straight and I change the name of the text here and I say maybe my form. I can call it maybe my form here. Though you can also just leave that one where it is. Then you go and straight and put in the coding. So I'm just coming here and say me.text. Now when you say me.text, that implies you're going to deal with the string or you're going to deal with the text. Secondly, you have to put equal, then you put that statement that you want to be in your form this side. Give assumption now. I've said me.text equals to my form. Now the word me simply in programming, especially when you deal with virtual basics, implies that you are talking about the current form, which is this one here. So I've said me.text, and if now I come back here and I run this program, you'll discover that the form up here, which has been form 1, it now turns to my form. So that's how also we can give in information straight away in the codings that can actually change the heading of our form. Now also come down here. Now we have now to start making the things active. Let us add some values into our list box. So to add their values, I'll just double click on our form still so that I can add the values or the subjects that like we said. So how do I add it? So just say ListBox. Now remember at the moment which ListBox are we working on? We are working on ListBox 1. This is ListBox 1 that we added in this our form. You can come also just click on the ListBox, then you come down here and change and check on the name. You'll discover that the name is called ListBox 1. So we are dealing with the ListBox 1. So that implies even here now coding to be ListBox 1. So there we shall add what known as ListBox 1 dot items, then dot add ListBox. Oh sorry, the spelling is ListBox. ListBox 1 dot items dot add, something like that. That's how we do it. Now you inside here, that's where you're going to put a string that's going to be for your subjects. So I'll just, whenever you're dealing with the strings, don't forget we put what known as quotes, double quotes. So you put double quotes and make sure inside here this double quotes, that's where you give the names of your subjects. Maybe the first subject is maths. I'm just going to copy this so that I don't waste much time doing the same coding down. So I'm just going to hold Ctrl and Enter. I call Ctrl and Enter so that I can add on the subjects that maybe you would like to, maybe that which shall be in position to have. So let us just say the first subject maybe it's English. The next subject is English. Another maybe is physics. And another subject maybe is biology. Now just right click and then you go back to your machine. So if I come here and run this program, you'll discover that this is what so far we have in our list box. Fine, at the moment this is what we have in the list box. So it depends on what you'll be giving in your list box. You may even give more than this. I'm just giving this for demonstration, so you can give any depending on what you want there to be in your list box. Now yes, we have the values in the list box, but if you try to see or they click on the button, there's nothing you can see on that button. Does not change anything. So let us go and work on that also. Now so far we have already added the information in the list box. So let us just double click on our button so that we can add in some information. So double click on the button and then you add the following information in your button, so that when someone pressed on the button, something goes on and change, and that is called MS message box. Put a message box there, so that inside this message box you're going to be adding the following values. Maybe you say maybe you selected. Now if you say you have selected, I'll just close that. Then whenever you're adding a list box, you say plus, then you come in and you add a list box, which is going to be list box 1 dot selected item, then dot string for our stuff like that. Now this one here, this information I've added, it is going to be calling from our list box. Though I have to add another information on the list box at the moment, so double click on the list box here and add also another information. What I'm going to add into the list box, we shall say list box or label, we shall say label 2. Now what is going to be in the label 2? Label 2 is this one here, this, which is, you can see, this is our label 2 here. So I'm just going to say label 2, so I'm adding it from the list box. I'll say label 2 text, whereby so that when someone clicks on our button, the information changes in the list box. I mean, the information is changes and the information picked from the list box happen. Okay, this is it. The information someone picks from the list box happen also to be at the button 2, which is the same choice, and also a text box. Okay, also and a text message box pops up also here at the same time. So that's what I'm trying to work at the moment. I've so far worked on the message box, which is going to be this message box, which will be popping up by the time when someone picks the message or picks the information from the list box or the subject from the list box, and also at the same time also the message or the what picked there comes and changes this choice and becomes the new message or new choice picked by the user. So that's how it is. So let us just double click so that you can go back to our list box, which then we have to say equal to what? It will be equaling to selected string, which is that. So and I have to just come in and I give it there, so that when someone picks it and selects it, the information just goes up and changes. So if I run this program, this is how it will be. If someone picks maths, you see the message just says maths. It will say English, physics. So guys, that's how they do it. Now let me just come back and tell you something here. If you run this program, this is what happens. If you pick here the subjects, it changes here automatically, and if you say select subject, it will say the selected subject is, you have selected maths. Okay, let me just go also and I try to cross check on those spellings, so that I check here and I say selected subject, so that becomes selected subjects. And also I go back to the coding and I say give a space here. I think you can see if you run this program, there's some problem, as you can see. If I click here, yes, it's showing us here, but if I say, sorry, just try to show you this very well. I'll just widen this like that. Okay, if you try to at the moment, if you run this program, you'll discover that if I click here, I select a subject and then I click here, it will show that selected maths. It does not show that you have selected maths. It does not separate that. So to limit that in, maybe you also having that question, ask me. Just double click on this form. So you come on this list box, you come here. I seeing where I given this last quotation, meaning or this double quote, just give a space there, just either single or only. Give a space there, so that whenever the next information that will be picked on this side, it will be in the next in the tab. So if I run this program, this is how it will be. And if I pick a subject and I say selected subject, it will say you have selected maths, which is very simple for someone to read and understand. So guys, that's how it is. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. Now it is you now to tell me what should do now, maybe let you know for the next video. You may be having a lot of questions on ListBox or on how to make them interact. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I hope to meet you next time. Thank you guys.